All right, this is Rahman here speaking to you live on Friday, 12th July. Welcome to the Zoom session. It's been a while since we last done a Zoom session, and the reason for that is because of all of the things happening inside of the Cryptonaire network system. First and foremost, the most difficult part on my behalf on Cryptonaire network running it is the private sale tokens. It's very difficult to bring you something of great quality that I can trust, that I would put my money in, because I'm not going to tell you to do something that I personally would not do. And so when it came to MintHub, I would say that I got quite lucky. Private sales are where I've made the majority of my crypto portfolio. 95% of my crypto portfolio is thanks to getting into private sale tokens. And that's because the price of the token is given at a massive discount before the launch happens. And then by the time when the launch happens, you've got a group of buyers that are purchased in the private sale. You've got a lot of people who've missed out on the private sale who wish to get in as soon as possible. And thanks to those two factors, anytime a token is launched that has gone through a private sale, the price shoots up. And so the new normal for the price ends up being far above its starting price. And so that's the logistics of private sales. It's why I really, really like it. After some time, especially over the past few years, there have been issues with private sales. It's very difficult to find the right one. It's very difficult to find one that doesn't rug, for example. So rug pulling is something that started happening fairly new in the past 3 years, I would say. And before that, it was just completely safe. People would just launch tokens, have some utility to it, and they would just let it go and see what happens. And so that is another area that I need to be very, very cautious about, very careful about. With MintHub, there's no issues with that, especially since I'm overseeing things. And I have been scouring around, socializing, talking with people, figuring out what the next token is going to be after MintHub. And the reason for that is because MintHub is getting very close to 15 cents a token. And that's what I'm here to discuss with you about. Right now, as I see on the dashboard, if I go and check it, the price of the token is almost touching 14 cents. It's very close to 15 cents. Here's what's going to happen when it touches 15 cents. The first thing is all of the stats for MintHub specifically is going to go into the MintHub menu. It's not going to be on the home section of the dashboard. So any MintHubs you've purchased, what your portfolio size currently is, and all of those details are going to be in the MintHub section. So if I go to minthub.ai on the menu and I click on balance, the menu is going to change where you just click on that MintHub section on the menu and you're going to see all of your balances, all of the numbers in regards to MintHub. There'll also be a timer on exactly when it launches. And underneath the stats section is going to be a wallet address. So you're going to enter in your wallet address, and that's basically where your MintHub is going to be distributed to when it goes public. So you'll get those MintHub distributed to that wallet address. And I will have an area where just in case you made a mistake and put the wrong address, you can change the address. So you will have until the timer ticks to 0 to basically enter in that wallet address. I'll make sure to give you plenty of time for that. So that's what's happening inside of, in regards to MintHub. As soon as it touches 15 cents a token, you will no longer be able to purchase MintHub. All the stats are going to reflect on the MintHub's menu, and there will be a timer there for when it launches, and you will have until the timer to place your wallet address where you will receive your MintHub tokens. Does that make sense so far? For those of you that are live. For those of you that are not live, you can mention on YouTube, comment that it does make sense, or if it doesn't make sense, let me know that it doesn't make sense. All right, so everyone so far is saying it makes sense. Great. Perfect. Now, this next token, the way that it's going to be set up, it's a gaming token. I don't want to discuss too much information about it. I'm still in the middle of conversations and finalizing just the final pieces for you guys. But what's going to happen is, and I have it written here on my whiteboard, there's going to be 5 rounds. So the private sale is going to be taking place in 5 rounds. Each round will have its own lock-in period. So the lock-in period on each round is going to be different. And each round, from round 1 to round 5, the price of the token is going to double. And then it's going to launch. So that in and of itself is going to last a specified number of days. And each round is going to be for a specified time period. Before this happens, I'm obviously going to share with you all of the details about this new token. I'm going to share with you when it's going live inside of the Cryptonaire Network dashboard. And I'm going to get all of the marketing material ready for you, for those of you that wish to promote it. So all of that is already taking place. I have not only the notes about it, but I also have the marketing promotion right here in my notes. The menu is going to change where right now, if you go to the menu, which I'm looking at, it shows Cryptonaire Accelerator and Secret Membership. Instead, it's just going to say product, and then people can click on it. And then on the drop down is going to be Cryptonaire Accelerator as well as the Secret Membership. When you click on that, the presentation is going to be there, as well as a section to either deposit funds if you wish to purchase it and put funds in, or to just purchase it directly from inside there. So I'm going to make it smoother. The pop-up, if you go ahead and you log into the dashboard, on the mobile, the pop-up just takes over the whole thing. So that's going to be removed. Instead, there's going to be a short video where there's going to be an introduction on exactly what to do. At the same time, I'm going to add into the menu a fast start section, or a getting started section. In the getting started section, there's going to be multiple videos that are 1 minute, 2 minutes long at most, which is going to discuss all of the details for you. It's going to show you how to deposit. It's going to show you how to withdraw. It's going to show you the details on how to use the menu, all of these basic details that is crucial for beginners, so that they are aware on how to deposit, how to check their numbers, how to withdraw, how to add in the wallet address, all of these things. So a getting started section is going to be added into the Cryptonaire Network dashboard. So that's another thing that's going to be taking place. Now, when is MintHub going to 15 cents a token? The price has been going up slowly. The reason the price has been going up slowly is because there's a lot of money in MintHub already. So it takes more money to raise the price a specific number, right? So if we have a look now at the latest price increase, if I just type here on the email address, for someone, like before I recorded this, someone said that it's going up slowly. Why is it going up slowly? From the starting price, it's already gone up 2,660%, right? This was on July 10th, 2 days ago. Previously to that, on June 20th, it was 2,578%. So it actually went up 100% almost from in the past 1 month from the starting price, 100%. In the meantime, if you have a look at things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or the altcoins, a lot of altcoins have actually gone down about 80% in the last few weeks. It's been a bloodbath for the altcoin season, and it's still not the altcoin season yet. There's Bitcoin, for example, is at quite a low right now. Things are not going to be looking good, in my opinion, for the next few months. But when it does start to look good, it will be, in my opinion, again, the last time that there's going to be a drastic pump in the market. And so this is what we need to take advantage of. We need to take advantage of what's about to come. And most people, they don't do that. What most people do is they get in on something when it's already at its peak. And then they wonder why they lose money in the crypto market. Or they make a great profit and they don't exit because they think it's going to continue to skyrocket. So the psychology of when to buy and when to sell is opposite to our emotion at the time. So when everything is going extremely well and the market is up like crazy and everyone is talking about it, that's when we need to exit. And when everyone is fearful about it and when the market is down, that's when we need to enter. So our entry and our exit is opposite to what most people do. So when I have a look at the price, even though all of my funds, every single dollar that I have and own is in the crypto market, when I look at the bloodbath that's happening, when I look at the Bitcoin price, when I look at the Ethereum price, for example, I don't panic. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. I'm always putting more money in. And I know exactly what's going to happen. New all-time highs as always. An incredible altcoin season that will follow after. And there's a lot of money to be made over here. I have friends who are literally selling their real estate portfolio to put all their money into the crypto market now. So that's what's happening there. It's very, very exciting stuff. Now, MintHub, in my opinion, in the next week or so is exactly when it's going to go public, or it's when it's going to reach, I should say, the 15 cents a token mark. The new token, the gaming token that's going to be going up into the dashboard, that is also going to be in the next 7 to 10 days. There'll be a pre-launch for it so that you can prepare funds. All the information is going to be shared with you, and then that goes live. I'm still sorting out the final bits and details for you. One of which is some kind of passive income element later down the road. So this is something that I'm discussing with them right now, is that there is a pay-to-play feature inside of the gaming token, and I'm trying to negotiate as high of a percentage as possible, where I tell them anyone who gets in on the private sale, based on how many tokens they've purchased, I want you to reward them on some of the revenue from the pay-to-play feature once it launches. So this is the discussion I'm having with them right now, because if the game gets very popular, guess what? We're going to make some big money on that side of things. So that's something that I'm still discussing with them right now, and I'm going to be discussing with them further tomorrow. So we're working through the weekend to discuss this and get that underway for you. So this is what's happening inside of Cryptonaire, a new homepage which is coming up. The referral links, there will be multiple referral links. I've mentioned this before, and it's basically finalized. I'm just making it look nice. And then at the same time, the dashboard is going to have some changes. I wanted to make sure to make you aware of it. I don't want you to log into the dashboard and think, where is my MintHub money? It's not showing on the homepage of the dashboard. It's going to show in the MintHub section of the dashboard. And that's where you're going to enter in your address. I'm going to walk you through it. And everything will be crystal clear there on the dashboard. So that's what's taking place inside of Cryptonaire Network. It's also why I've missed the last few Zoom sessions, just been hammering on the work over here, making sure that this new gaming token is solid, getting as good of a deal as possible for you guys, and making sure that we can make some big money together. So that's basically what's happening. That's what I wanted to announce to you guys today, and just to make you aware of it. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that there is. What do you guys think of the updates that are coming up? Greg, I reached out to them, by the way, and I'm pushing them. It's actually quite annoying, but from my side, it works perfectly fine. Michael Banks asked a great question. Which wallet are we using for MintHub? Now that I think about it, it could be either the Binance Smart Chain, or it could be the Solana network. So either BSC or Solana. I'll check and confirm it, and I'll make it very, very clear. So I'll do a walkthrough video where I'm adding in the wallet, so we can go from there. The camera's over here, but the questions are here, so I'm going to be reading out the questions now. Freddie asked a great questions. Are they the same logins for the new page? Yes, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same links, so that's not going to change. The referral links, obviously, there will be multiple referral links, and so you can use any of those. The login for Cryptonaire network is going to be the same. There's going to be some changes on the login, obviously. I did mention this on the previous Zoom session. One of those changes, for example, is going to be where they're not able to register a fresh account. You're not able to register. So if you go to the login page now, it's going to say, it's going to ask you to register if you haven't registered already. There's going to be no way for someone to go to the Cryptonaire network homepage and register directly. So all registrations will have to be through your referral links. The reason I'm doing this is because some people, you might be trying to refer someone, they go through Cryptonaire network later, they love it, and then they go to the homepage and they register, and it doesn't get, and nothing gets credited to you. So I don't want that to happen. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting off all ability for anyone to register outside of referral links, if that makes sense. So the login page, that part is going to be removed. If I go to the login page right now, so I'm just going to log out. So if I go to the login page now, it asks me to log in. There's a forgot password section, or don't have an account, sign up now. So I'm going to get rid of that section of the login page. Jed said, can you break down what will happen once MintHub goes public / ability to sell? Do you think early investors will dump? Early investors, generally speaking, they don't dump. The reason is very simple. If they dump, they're aware that other people will dump, and they still got a lock-in period on their token. So what will happen next month, right? And so most of the case with private sales, I'll talk about from my own personal experience, is if there's a private sale where the lock-in period is none and they immediately give the token, anyone can dump. But if it's 20%, for example, like right now is 20% per month, even if everybody sold, the momentum of it going up will it's not going to cause that drastic of a price difference. And that's if everybody sells. So it's a great number to play with. Even if you sell some of your tokens, it doesn't really matter. The biggest element of MintHub is that passive income element that comes 5 months later. So that's the big money maker, in my opinion. The price itself, in my opinion, is going to skyrocket. And that's because of the community size involved in MintHub. That's because of the marketing, all the marketing that happened before it even launched, the buzz around it already, the utility of it. there's so many points on MintHub on why it has the ability to skyrocket. Timing is there. Everything is basically lined up perfectly well. So in my opinion, it's going to shoot up even if people are selling it. And don't forget, once it goes public, it's not just going to be Cryptonaire Networks community. There's so many other communities out there that are actively purchasing MintHub. And at the same time, the wider public crypto community are going to get involved in it and purchasing it. Private sales are always discreet. And so that's why people that get in on the private sale tend to make a decent sum of profit on any cryptocurrencies that they get involved in, as long as the team involved are legitimate. And so that's the difficult part. That's the part that I'm very good at spotting. So early investors, it will do very well, even for people that get into MintHub now, right before it touches 15 cents a token. That is still considered an early investor. What is the time frame for launch of the token? The discussion has been had already. The time frame is as long as there's enough time for everyone to enter in their wallet addresses, then it'll launch pretty much straight away. So it could be 7 days, 15 days, 30 days at most. But the timer there will reflect it. It'll just give enough time for people to actually log in, enter in their wallet addresses. And then obviously MintHub have also been raising funds. So for them to collect the wallet addresses, I believe they've already done so. So it's just for enough time for us to be able to just enter in our wallet addresses to make sure that we do receive our MintHub tokens. Gregory says, when the token pumps, would you notify us on the best time to exit? Yeah, absolutely. For accelerator members, for the secret members, yes. To be honest with you, everyone has a different time for when the best time is. That's the, I can tell you when I exit, but it might not be when you should exit, right? It really depends. Like, for example, some people are in a circumstance where they are happy to just sit on it and withdraw later. Some people are in a circumstance where they want to withdraw their principal. So that means the amount that they invested. And so as soon as they reach that number, they want to withdraw it and then hold the rest so that they're in profit. So everyone has a different financial circumstance of a different financial bracket, and have put in a different amount, whether it's substantial to them or not substantial to them. So there is, I'll have to basically I'll have to create a sheet on all circumstances, and then you can basically see which circumstance you fall under, and then I can tell you how I would go about it your way. So let me just write this down on my notes. I got this really nice digital notepad, by the way, for traveling, and so I don't have to have a bunch of different notepads. So add in an exit strategy that suits all circumstances. That will come later anyway. Morris asked a great question, which, guys, by the way, you have to take things seriously. You can't take things like a joke. A lot of people have been taking things like a joke, and I'll explain who's been taking things like a joke. Is people who have deposited into the same wallet twice. They're not serious, because if I log in right now, so I'm going to log in, I will click deposit now. All right, so I log in, I go to deposit now, I pick any address. Let's just pick BNB, for example. I enter in any amount. I enter in $1,000, for example. I click generate address, and right there I see a QR code. I see the wallet address where I can click copy. I can just copy, and that's it. I've got the wallet address. And I see notes in red. I see a note section in red. The note section says, each QR code and wallet address is for one transfer only. If the timer expires, please request a new QR code / wallet address to deposit funds by clicking generate address again. So it's one transfer only. So what do I do now? I've made a transfer. Oh, it did come in. Okay, now I'm going to click generate address again, and there's going to be a new wallet address. So the note section states this extraordinarily clearly. I cannot physically make it more obvious. I cannot physically make it more clear at all. I cannot physically make it more clear. So what happens to those people who have made a double deposit? I'm going to click support. I'm clicking it right now. Support AI plus human. All right, it's loading up now. I'm going to click start. It takes me to Telegram. I'm going to click start. There's only one button there, start button. There's 4 sections right here. I'm going to click on deposits and withdrawals. Deposit not reflecting with the question mark. Here is the frequent mistakes members make. Member does a deposit and assumes it will automatically purchase the products. Many people have thought this. They would deposit and say, where's my MintHub? They didn't even go to buy MintHub. Solution: once you deposit, it will reflect in your available balance when you choose what to purchase. Clear as day. Number 2, member deposits a second time to the same address. Solution: send your transaction ID, screenshot payment of proof, and screenshot of the deposit history. We will resolve it for you. That's all you have to do. So if you screwed up because you didn't pay attention, the solution is there, and I will do it all in one go before we launch. I have an Excel sheet with everybody that screwed up already, and I check every few days for anyone else who screwed up on that. Make sure, and it's very easy to do. Any new deposit you make, go to the dashboard, go to deposit now, and generate a new address. It's a button you press, generate address, and boom, it generates a new address. So Morris, for your 2 team members, they have to wait it out. They're not missing out on anything. They're not losing money in any way. It will reflect and show on the dashboard. The MintHubs will show based on the time of the deposit. Emmanuel said the update is good. I'm a new member. Welcome. And this is my first live Zoom meeting. I purchased the Cryptonaire Accelerator and still trying to join the secret membership. But I'm a little bit lost as to what I can be doing right now since there's no general group yet. where we can get updates. I'm always going to be updating you through email. I'm always going to be updating you through the Telegram and through Zoom sessions. There is a specific reason why I didn't add, Emmanuel, a group, right? People are used to it. I'm used to it. I see it all the time. People are putting up groups where everyone can interact with each other, chit chat, you name it. It's pointless. It's a waste of time. And you should focus on the information that I provide you. Because what happens in groups, and if I give you a quick background on before Cryptonaire network days, I'm 30 now. Since I was about 17, turning 18, I have been selling digital products, courses, membership websites, and there were always groups. And what the groups do is the course creator would wake up one day, read a message that somebody puts up on the group saying, this is how this is done, and that's how this should be done. And it was completely wrong information. It was the blind leading the blind all of a sudden. And then that was a predicament that would always happen every single time. And then it also took away attention from the actual mentorship. It took attention away from what you need to be doing, because you've got attention on the group now and you're here socializing and trying to have fun. And that's great. Have fun, but making money is a serious thing. Have fun, socialize with me. All right. I've been traveling around meeting a lot of the Cryptonaire network members, still doing the tour, still moving around and seeing everyone. Hang out with me. Don't hang out with the group. Don't hang out with people who are, trying to make things happen the same way you're trying to make things happen, because there's nothing you can gain from that person. So that's why I don't have groups where everyone can just chit chat with each other. And I'm telling you this from experience. So any decisions I make is from actual tests, from seeing actual numbers. Groups are a group will basically reduce how much income you make, because it takes attention away. All right, so I'm scrolling through. Jed said, yeah, been rugged to death in the past. So, we all have. So have I. So have I. But there are ways to make sure you don't. And then there's also ways to, there's some intricacies to it, a lot of intricacies to it, to make sure that that doesn't happen. And people don't see that. And it's very tough it's not something, information that I can just share with you, because you have to not just be in the know-how, but I have been in the crypto market since the early days, like before Binance came out. I've been in it for a very, very long time. And I can see the patterns, the details, because I have matured literally along with the crypto market. And so there's some things that are just too difficult to teach, especially with things always changing at the same time. When it comes to rug pulls, you can actually see someone's past projects on the blockchain and see whether they've rugged or not, and how long it was until they rugged, and all the wallets that they went to, all of these details. Without knowing, you don't have to know even the name of the person. Just they launch a token and you can see what other tokens they've launched. So there's ways to inspect on a very deep level, on the blockchain. So I've done that. I've looked at a few different projects, altcoins, and I had it background checked. and they were red flags, and a lot of them were just red flags. So there's many intricate details to making sure you do not get rug pulled. Oh, I'm scrolling through to see on any questions. Beatrice said something great. Instead of Zoom, why not use Twitter Space? It will help promote Cryptonaire because it's open, others can view it. This Zoom meeting is so limited. That's a good point. However, Beatrice, I'm removing the referral links from the homepage. I'm removing the referral links from the login page and from any other pages. The best thing is for you to do a Twitter Space with your referral link there so that you can put it out in the open. Now, if I do it, I would have to send out a referral link, right? And then we would be competing. So, Beatrice, this is a great strategy for you, is to do Twitter Spaces. And then if you want me as a guest, I'll be happy to come on as a guest. Let's help grow your Twitter space. Emmanuel said also the gaming world is one of the biggest markets. Gaming world, especially there's these Telegram these Telegram games. It's hot. This is why I want to get into gaming for us. John said, is it possible to change email address on the account? Let me just have a look if that is possible. So I'll go to my profile. No, it's not possible, it seems. Personal information. Yeah, it's not possible to change your email address. There'll be a big security issue with that. If you can just change your email address. You can change the wallet address, but not the email address. Beatrice said the king's life is a scam. I lost all my funds. I don't know. That's not us. King, queen, prince, princess, cappuccino, coffee, whatever the case is. Hank is asking about that special token. Yeah, they're very quiet actually. They should be emailing, but they haven't emailed. But I guess they only email when there is something pressing. I'm emailing every day, practically, for Cryptonaire Network. All right, I think that's it for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the recording. Hopefully it's going to save on here in a good way. Last time it was kind of like on a mobile adapted, but it was still wide and it didn't look good when I uploaded it on YouTube. Hopefully this time it's fine. Thank you so much for those of you that are being here. Thank you for the patience. Also, the last few Zoom sessions have been missed because I've been very busy with these updates. The updates are coming very fast, all in one go, which is the reason for that you're not really seeing things new on the dashboard. But I am looking, I do have access to the new dashboard. All the links are going to be the same, by the way. It's just the design elements as well as the game token, and everything's going to be released all in one go. And things are looking very, very good for Cryptonaire Network. This is Rahman signing out. I'll continue to be on here and just chit chat for those of you that are live. This is the reason you want to be on the Zooms live, because sometimes really cool information is shared after the recording gets cut off. And I'm going to cut off the recording right about now.